This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Carol. Carol talks for a living, from morning till night. So she relies on Flo's crystal clear home phone service brought to her through Flo's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her in the know, and because she bundles her mobile broadband and TV services, she enjoys huge savings, so she can enjoy much more for much less. So visit any Flo retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
It's Wednesday, April 6th, and time for the Barbados Today Afternoon Update. Thanks for joining us. I am Fernella Wedderburn. More industrial action is looming over the Grantley Adams International Airport. This as the Barbados Workers Union warns that it will be using whatever means necessary to force authorities to urgently address staff concerns, which it says has been existing for far too long, outlining problems such as exploitation and maltreatment of public and private sector employees at the GAIA. BWU Deputy General Secretary Dwayne Paul says the timeline for management to act is now limited.
We are not going to be waiting on the entities at the airport who are aware of issues and refusing to address them. The time has run out. And we do not see or get positive responses to the issues that we are raising or have raised at the airport. We will determine what is the next steps needed to be taken. It's not going to be difficult to do that at the airport until we get some concrete plans with the timelines where necessary to deal with the issues at the airport. And this is not only air traffic, this is businesses that operate within the airport component itself. Some of these basic conditions that are supposed to be provided by GAIA Inc., who has the overall management for the airport and has failed to act. We will not be tolerating this at the airport.
Meantime, local businesses are reporting major losses after workers at the Bridgetown port downed tools recently in solidarity with colleagues at the Barbados Water Authority. Marketing Director of Armstrong Agencies Limited, Andy Armstrong, tells Barbados Today his business suffered losses of between $30,000 to $40,000 in sales when a shipment of items, which was badly needed, was unable to make it to port because of the action. Meantime, Sean Morris, an operator at Cargo BGI, reports that at least 30 of his customers were significantly impacted by the strike, but he could not put a dollar figure to the losses at this time. However, Chief Executive Officer at the Bridgetown Port, David Jean-Marie, tells Barbados Today apart from a day of disruptions, the port suffered no financial impact. The Barbados Secondary Teachers Union says strike action planned for the start of the third school term is off. BSTU President Mary Redmond says that's because the Ministry of Education has given the union a full update on measures being taken to correct environmental conditions at 3 secondary schools. Redmond recently put the ministry on notice for disruptions of classes come next Tuesday if officials did not meet for talks with the BSTU on persistent issues at the Combermere School, the Lodge School, and Springer Memorial.
There will be no industrial action because we've had meetings and in each case we are assured of ongoing work to have each school plant ready for the opening of school on next week. Well, classes on Tuesday and the staff meeting on Monday. They've done various things at the particular schools. They've at Lodge, they're presently still cleaning, and that cleaning was supposed to be completed today. I don't know that has happened though, but it should be completed before the end of the week. And at Springer, the heavy work and the removal of the rubble and stuff, that is supposed to be completed by Thursday. That is to be followed by an industrial clean of the school.
In the case of Combermere, she says work continues in order to get the Waterford St. Michael plant ready for classes,
including the covering of wells, the sealing of other wells in other areas, the repairing of breaches that were found in wells, the sealing of an old disused toilet, guttering on buildings being done, downpipes added, and they found that not the bathrooms, in the boys' bathrooms, there were no P or S traps. And like that, the sewer gases were able to come right back up into the buildings because those traps stop the gases from coming through. And so those P and S traps were being installed. The toilet, additional toilets for the girls' bathrooms, they're supposed to be done during the summer because they don't want to do it now. It will be too disruptive.
In sports, assistant coach of the West Indies women's team, Ezra Mosley, is a happy man. He is grateful that 12 months of work with head coach Vasco Drakes and the management staff and the team paid off big in India when the women emerged champions of T20 cricket. He spoke with Barbados Today on arrival at the Grantley Adams International Airport yesterday.
It's always good to win a tournament, especially one like the World Cup. But people will see this and feel that this just happened overnight, but it didn't happen overnight. As you said, this was 12 months of really serious planning behind the scenes, myself and Vasper, and also the management team. So going to India and winning the World Cup, it is a good feeling. I know we didn't do well in T20 in South Africa, but we were just tinkering with combinations, and when we left South Africa, we knew exactly the combinations that we were going to use in the World Cup, and we stuck to that combination, and it paid off.
He's also hoping that this success will bring about more support for the regional ladies.
It's good to see the overwhelming support that we got from the local public and the Minister of Sport and also the other ministers of government. Let's hope that coming out of this, we will see even more support for the ladies going forward because we have a World Cup coming up next year in England, and I think we have to prepare thoroughly for that because we're going to be playing in different conditions, and I hope that we can get the support to prepare even better than we did this time.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
The 50th anniversary of Independent Secretariat and the National Cultural Foundation proudly present the theatrical production From Bossa to Barrow and Beyond.
We are not slaves.
Saturday, April 16th at 6:30 p.m. at the historic Golden Grove Plantation. Come, be a witness to history.
Aye, Nanny Greg.
Enter the ritual. Feel the power.
This country will be independent. And if I have to wake up all the sleeping angels in heaven, so be it.
From Bossa to Barrow and Beyond. April 16th. Tickets $50 adults, $10 youth and children. Available at all NCF outlets and at ticketpal.com.
Regionally recaptured prisoner Sheldon Thomas levels some disturbing charges against Trinidad and Tobago's justice system. We get more in this report from Joshua Simangal of TV6 News.
Speaking candidly to Inspector Roger Alexander of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, 31-year-old Thomas says he has been in prison since he was 19 years old. And he says despite this, he hasn't been tried once. He says this sort of injustice is prevalent throughout the justice system.
So without a trial, I even been tried once. They didn't attempt to try my case. I want the judicial system to know the feeling.
Thomas says he has no regrets about his escape because he was able to feel the breeze and remember the more joyous things in life.
On the international front, Amnesty International says there's been a surge in the number of executions recorded worldwide. In fact, the institution says more people were put to death last year than at any other point since 1989. At least 1,634 people were executed in 2015, a rise of more than 50% on the previous year, in the group found in its review of the use of the death penalty. Iran, Pakistan, and Saudi Arabia were responsible for 89% of the executions. On the other hand, the group revealed that for the first time ever, a majority of the world's countries had fully abolished the death penalty. And that's news and sports. But for the very latest, visit our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. Also, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals or screen play at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good afternoon.